Hello, everyone. This is Stuart Stauffer, and I'm the Executive Director of Nebraska Transition College. And I wanted to walk us through the Facebook fundraising campaign that we are going to be kicking off on November 1st or October 30th, whichever works better for you. Either put it out on your Facebook page the night before or the day of, October 31st. You might all be busy trick or treating. But whatever works better for you, putting it out October 31st or the morning of November 1st. We want this to be a coordinated event so that everyone who's participating in this Facebook campaign will have everything kicked out there at the same time. So let's get started. And so what you're going to do is you're going to go out to your Facebook page and you need to first locate Nebraska Transition College. You would type it in here. And of course, for me, it just shows up so I can scroll down and click on it. And our page will populate right here, and you have to actually click on the page. So you'll click on our page, and then you'll be brought to Nebraska Transition College. Should look a lot like this. So the next thing you do is you will go over here on the left-hand side down to fundraisers and go ahead and click on that button. And then you got to kind of move down a little bit, but once you move down, you'll see fundraisers is populated, and you'll see this little blue box that says raise money. So all you have to do is click on that box. It'll bring up this box here for you to start populating. And we want this to be personal. I need to have your story told on here because this is going to go out to your friends. And they know you best. And I don't want you to just use the words that we have on our messaging or anything like that. I want this to be your opportunity to tell your why. But the first thing you need to do is populate how much money do you want to raise. And all you do is click in the box, and you have to determine what amount you want to raise with your friend network. It's the entire course of the fundraiser will run for 33 days, so that's another thing to consider. So what do you think is viable for you to raise over the course of 33 days? So I'm going to suggest $1,000. If you want to go lower than that, you certainly can. If you want to go higher, please do. The one thing to keep in mind is that oftentimes, if you put too much in there, a lot of times people will look at that and say, well, there's no way we're ever going to get to that goal. So, why even try? So make it attainable. Even if you put 500 in there, 250, the fundraiser doesn't stop just because you hit the goal. It will extend beyond that if people are still contributing. So that's another thing to keep in mind. The next thing you'll do is you'll notice that it doesn't ask when you want your fundraiser to begin. That's why you shouldn't do this until actually on October 31st, the evening of, or the day of. Because as soon as you hit next and then submit or create, it's going to run on your page. So the only thing it asks for is the date it ends. This is where we want everybody to be on the same page. The date this ends is December 30th. That's Giving Tuesday. So our fundraiser is called Giving Tuesday, Giving November. We didn't want to just use one day. We wanted to use the entire month of November. So that's why we're calling it Giving Tuesday, Giving November. So everyone should make sure that your fundraiser ends on the 3rd of December. That means it will end at the stroke of midnight on that day. Hit next. This is where you're going to tell your story, and I don't want it. I would highly suggest that it be personal in nature. Tell your why. Why are you helping? I mean, what is it about Nebraska Transition College that motivates you to want to help us raise money? We will also be giving you what the money is going to be used for. The money raised is going to be used to help us allow our students to continue to progress in their studies. So it costs a lot of money to create curriculum. Right now we offer a few classes, but we have to pay people to design the curriculum and implement it. So it's all about writing curriculum and providing programming for our students. That's where all of the money is going to be going to. And I will be getting you that information so you see that. You also see the messaging that we're trying to follow in our story, so you can certainly incorporate that in your message. But other than that, just make it personal. You know somebody with autism or some other disability who can benefit from our programming. You see the benefits that have already been provided to the community. Whatever your story is, this is where you make it personal. Once you're done with that, then you hit next. And this is where you can put in your own photo. Just keep in mind that you are a representative of Nebraska Transition College. And so, we want the photo to be tasteful and representative of our mission, what we're trying to accomplish. So just please just be wary of that and make sure it's within those bounds. And you can also just use our emblem. It'll populate. So feel free to do that. And then you hit this button, create. So once you hit create, it's out there. It's on your Facebook page and it's populated. The neat thing about Facebook fundraising, number one, is that there's no fees. So that's awesome. Much better than PayPal or any other avenue. But this will continue to repopulate in your timeline and put it back in front of your friends over the course of 33 days. In addition to that, you're going to see factoids and other things that we are going to be putting out on our Facebook page that you can certainly share. Please do. Please continue to remind people as the days go by that the fundraiser is out there. Make it fun, fresh, and new. The messaging, we will continually repopulate the messaging and putting new facts out there for you to use. And that's all about continuing to make the message fresh, but yet stay on message. We're kind of making it fun too. We're going to incorporate a guy called Larry. Oh, I can't talk and move the mouse around, so pardon me for having to see all of this stuff. So Larry the comic, Larry the comic, Larry the waitlist slayer. He's just a fun guy. Here he is, and Larry, just a common name. It's a funny name. Larry is going to help us introduce the facts over the course of the month, and it's all about eliminating the wait list that a lot of our students are put on because they don't meet the threshold for being substantially disabled, so they don't receive the services they need for working, learning, and living within our communities, and that's the entire purpose of Nebraska Transition College. So Larry is just going to help us with that. It's just a fun way to draw attention to our campaign. So again, that's all it is, and it's really easy to do. And if you need any help at any time, you can reach out to me. Send me an email, call me, whatever. If you're stuck, I'm there to help you make this a fun campaign and make a successful campaign. Our goal is to raise $25,000. I actually think we can exceed that if we all make this fun and make it, like I said, personal. So again, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out, and I'm there to help. Thank you very much.